Hi, my name is John Bargh. I'm a professor of psychology at Yale University. I'm originally from Champaign, Illinois, and attended the University of Illinois for undergrad. I went to graduate school at the University of Michigan, where I studied social psychology under Robert Vaillanche. After graduate school, I became an assistant professor at NYU, and in 2003, I started my current role at Yale University as a professor of psychology. When I was in graduate school, there was a lot of studies done on cognitive psychology. There was also an assumption that everything was done consciously, and I wanted to know what was not done consciously. I wanted to answer the question, why do we do what we do, and found that I could get paid to answer this while figuring out the answer to a question that I was interested in. I wanted to test this out by changing people's environments without them knowing and seeing how that affected the way they feel, think, and behave. This question inspired my book, Before We Know It. One of my research was on people's feelings towards others based off temperature. We tested it out by giving people iced coffee and warm coffee and seeing how they would respond to questionnaires. We found that those that were holding warm coffee were more likely to give positive results than those that were holding iced coffee. Similarly, those that were holding warm coffee were more likely to give rewards to their friends, whereas those that were holding iced coffee were more likely to give rewards to themselves. So this experiment showed the relationship and the channel between temperature and temperament. Another research that we looked into was the effect of hunger and spending habits. We found that when going shopping while hungry, people tend to overspend. This is not only true to food shopping, but to other types of shopping. Hunger triggers a human desire to acquire goods. So with this information, people can now use it to eat before going shopping in order to not spend on unnecessary goods. Lastly, me and Chartran studied what we call the chameleon effect. We found that people subconsciously mimic others that are within proximity in ways such as mimicking feet movement or other gestures. This is an automatic effect that humans do in order to be more likable and in order to smoothen the interaction. Historically, people that are similar tend to get along. And so we tested this out by having a experimenter proactively mimic the subject. We later found that they rated this experience better than people that were not proactively mimicked. And so currently I'm at Yale University where I lead the Automaticity in Cognition, Motivation, and Evaluation Lab. This lab was set up to understand the unconscious way that our environment causes us to feel, think, and behave without us consciously being aware.